Boy Scouts? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hi. Oops, girls. Go back to your places. You want to be in all the shots, girls. So, good afternoon. I'm Mayor Lorraine Walsh. I have with me Trustee Sarah Bauer and Trustee Bubba Finelli of the Village of Larchmont. We're here today to celebrate the 130th anniversary of the incorporation of Larchmont as a village in the state of New York. The exact anniversary is September 22nd, when the members of the Larchmont Manor Association decided that they wanted to have water, sewer, garbage, fire, and police services, and they expanded the boundaries to 1 square mile and incorporated with the state. So we're very happy and proud that we get to live in this beautiful community, and we hope that you enjoy this day and have a great time. Tomorrow, again in this park from 12:30 to 2:30, we're going to have an ice cream social and some jazz music, and the Soundettes, which is a local choral group, are going to perform. I hope you join us for that. I want to thank the Larchmont Mamaroneck Boy Scouts for the color guard and the pledge, and the Larchmont Mamaroneck Girl Scouts for their beautiful song and for joining us today. I hope everybody has a great time. Thank you. And our thanks to LMC Media for covering this event and sharing it across their social media platforms and cable TV. This video will be a historical record of what happened here today, and you guys can all watch and find information about LMC on lmcmedia.org. Thank you. And finally, a thank you to the Larchmont events team, which Trustee Finelli organizes. They've done a great job helping set up today. Members of the Larchmont Fire Department, the Larchmont DPW, with which we could not have set any of this up, and the Larchmont Police Department, who all worked a lot this morning getting this festival set up. And thank you very much. Have fun.
Hey, I'm Michael Witch here, and it's Larchmont's 130 birthday, and I'm here with Larchmont trustee Peter Finelli. Tell us about 130. You certainly don't look 130 years old.
Thank you very much, although I don't feel it either. So Larchmont Day 130 is it's a celebration. It's a weekend-long event. Last night we had the Chamber of New York Orchestra inside Kenny Hall, which was fantastic.
Yeah, because it was raining.
It was raining.
Yeah,
we had set it up outside, but we moved it inside. Great show. Today is Big Truck Day, games, bouncy castles, food, and so on. Come on down if this is going live. Do not miss this event. It's a lot of fun. Goes on till 4:30. A lot of neighbors, a lot of good people, a lot of good times, great music, and hearing in the background. That's today. And then tomorrow is the ice cream social, which starts at 12:30 to 2:30. And there'll be this group called the Soundettes, which is a bunch of seniors out of this area, the Sound Shore area, and as well as other jazz music, I think, from Mamaroneck High School students and such. So it's going to be another fun-filled day. So the 130 is, it's 130 years of Larchmont. Now, I don't know if you remember, and I think you were here for the 125. Yes. We had a big celebration for the 125th, and then we've been doing it ever since. But because it's 130, we've decided to turn it into a long weekend event. Mm-hmm. So it just brings us all together, gives us a chance to see where we are, where we've been, and where we're going.
Well, you've answered all of my questions.
Well, Mike, thank you. A long history. So I knew Mike Wise in high school. Mike was the teacher
Yes.
of the...
I was a high school teacher in English and TV.
And TV, yeah. And we used to have it. I was the president of the high school, the GA, and we used to go in and do our shows
Right.
once a week or twice a week.
NHS information.
Yes. And you always made sure everything was perfect. In fact, I've just seen some really good footage of you that somebody just filmed talking about what was taking place.
This was
and
years
it's
ago?
1977.
Ow, I have
And
to
you
take a
look
look
good.
at
You
that.
still look the same. But
Thank you.
a lot of fun.
I don't feel the same.
I'm glad to see you still here 40-something years later and you're still making it happen.
Me too. Me too. Thank you, Peter.
Well, thank you very much, you guys. And thank you, LMC Media, for coming out and capturing this historic moment and just being here for the I like to call it a tripod, Larchmont, Town of Mamaroneck, and the village.
Yeah.
And so we all have fun together and you're here to capture all the action. So for that, I thank you.
Thank you.
Stay well.
Please introduce yourself to our audience.
Salvatore Di Vittorio, and I'm the music director of Chamber Orchestra of New York, which performed last night, at the 130th, Larchmont 130th anniversary concert, which was supposed to be here at Constitution Park, and it was still drizzling, so we ended up playing in Kenny Hall here next to St. Augustine's
It's
Church.
a good thing you had an alternative space.
We did, yeah,
Now,
that's great.
You told me
Thanks
you
to
wrote a
them.
special song for Larchmont?
Yeah, so the entire program of music, we had a small orchestra of about 16 players. Our orchestra performs its series regularly at Carnegie Hall, and we have recordings on Noxus. We actually gave Noxus Records. We actually gave a few recordings to audience members yesterday. But yeah, the program was short works that are very well known, also that are in films. Classical music that is also in films that were all written around the period of 1891, which is when the village of Larchmont was founded.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wrote a short work called Larchmont Harbor. I love the Larchmont Harbor and Manor Park so much. And it's a period piece, which kind of sounds like something that was written around that day. And it's actually what they call a barcarolle, or a boat song. So it sounds like it's got a simple melody, but it has the effect of sailboats to mimic what goes on there by the water. So it was fun. It was a fun night.
When can we hear that?
Well, we actually videotaped a few of the works from last night's concert, so we'll have some videos to share with the larger community
great.
soon. Maybe in about a week.
We'd love to include it in our documentary today.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you for stopping
Thanks
by.
for meeting. Thank you.
Okay. I'm here with the pastor, the new pastor of Larchmont Avenue Church.
Yes,
Well, welcome
sir.
to Larchmont.
Oh, it's great to be here. We love it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about Larchmont Avenue Church and what's been going on.
So Larchmont Avenue Church is a church that's been around this community since kind of the 1920s. It has always been a community-oriented church, so that's why we're here today, because we want to connect with our neighbors. We want to be a welcoming place for our neighbors. So we're here today celebrating Larchmont Day. Tomorrow we'll have a block party kind of like this at Forest Park from 11 o'clock on, and so we hope to see a lot of people then too.
Okay,
So,
thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Have a great Larchmont Day.
I am here at the Larchmont Newcomers Club, and I'm talking to,
Laura Schreiber,
and
Chantal Jikel.
so tell us about the Newcomers Club. Who's it for? Newcomers?
Yeah, so it's for newcomers to Larchmont with the hope of fostering community amongst us. As you know, we're going through kind of a hard time with COVID. It's been very helpful. We have some great events, book clubs, play groups. We had a family picnic last week. So that's kind of what we're all about.
Do you tell your newcomers about that we have a local TV station, LMC Media?
We sure will in the future if we haven't already.
Good. Well, we're here live, and hey, just give us a to LMC Media.
Oh, thank you, LMC Media. It's so nice to be part of the community. Thank you.
Okay. And for people who've been in the community a good long time, we're with the At Home on the Sound folks, and I'm talking to,
Marian Gindis. I'm Vice President for Development on the board.
and she's with.
Lisa Goldberg, Executive Director.
Okay, well, we have the people who will tell us everything about At Home on the Sound. Tell us.
At Home on the Sound is a not-for-profit organization made up of committed people from our community to help older people in the community age in place. So we provide services, activities, so you can stay in the home you love and not have to go anyplace else and not leave the Larchmont Mamaroneck community you love.
I'm assuming there's an age requirement.
You have to be 60 years old to join us, and we have wonderful services, and we also have amazing opportunities for volunteers. We're looking for volunteers, so there's lots of ways to engage with At Home on the Sound.
And you have a website, too, that people can go to for information?
Thank you, we do. It's www.athomeonthesound.org. We hope you'll join us.
So you've been here now in Larchmont Day, celebrating. What questions are people asking besides the ones that I asked?
Well, actually, I just walked over here, so you have to ask Lisa because she's been the one taking care of everything.
Okay, Lisa, what's the main question people ask?
Well, a lot of people are asking what we do, how we can serve the population, and also how they can volunteer. So I'm very excited about that because you can have a little bit of time or a lot of time, and there's opportunities at Home on the Sound.
Thank you. And can you just give a shout out to LMC saying, thank you, LMC Media?
Well, we love LMC Media, and we thank you so much for all you do for the community.
Hi, Anissa. Tell us about Love Your Food.
Hi, Love Your Food is a program by the New York Environmental. The state gave us Larchmont Mamaroneck a grant to build the Love Your Food program, and it's basically a composting program where we take food scraps and we turn it into compost in upstate New York, and that compost will help grow plants, and every year we have an annual compost give back, and that compost goes back to the community and people can use it in their gardens and such.
And it saves the planet.
Yeah, reducing your food scrap waste is a really good way to reduce climate change and just support the earth because it goes back and you're not producing as much garbage as you normally would.
What's the question that people ask you most frequently when they stop here today?
Probably, what are these bins for? And therefore, containing the food scraps so that you can compost it in the future.
And we're here with Nancy Sellickson, the supervisor of the town of Mamaroneck. And of course, the village is inside the town, is it not? Part of the town?
It definitely is. The village of Larchmont is entirely in the town of Mamaroneck.
So what do you think of this Larchmont Day today?
I think it's beautiful. It's a wonderful event for the village and for the whole community. It's great to see so many people out. It's fantastic weather. So it's a great opportunity to celebrate.
Do you have some favorite tables that you visited for information about groups and organizations and issues and things like that?
You know, I like to say hi to everyone. I'm pretty familiar with a lot of them. I'm happy to say, but I'm here to support everyone and let them know that the town is very happy to see this great celebration today.
Good. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike.
And thanks to LMC Media for being here. So you got to say that.
Yes, thank you to LMC. It's wonderful to have LMC here.
The guy who's running it all at LMC Media, Matt Sullivan. How are you?
I'm great, Mike. How are you?
Fine, and I'm happy to be volunteering here as a board member and a longtime member of LMC Media. I see we're in front of the new van.
Yes, that's right. Our LMC Media van, which was is a powerhouse. I mean, you can do anything from this van, as you can see.
And today we're live streaming.
That's right. Live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and we can really do anywhere and anything with this van. I mean, it's a studio on wheels. It's great for people who want to either do concerts or coverage here at public events like Larchmont Day. So it's really it's your one-stop shop for all media needs.
And I hear there's a board member hiding inside. Is that true?
I heard that Peggy Jackson is somewhere inside that van with Rob Moretti, who's our varsity sports producer, pulling the strings behind the scenes.
Okay, well, I had to mention her name to embarrass her, but in an elevator pitch, for those who have never heard of LMC Media, what is LMC Media?
Sure. So LMC Media is your local community media center serving Larchmont, Mamaroneck, and the Greater Sound Shore. And what we do is we really use media as a tool to empower people's voices. And whatever your message is, whether you're a business trying to tell people about a special event that you're holding or a ribbon cutting, whether you are a concerned citizen who wants to get your message out there, or just open up dialogue and have a conversation. If you want to hold your government accountable, that's one of the things that you can do. We really do anything and everything, varsity sports, municipal meetings, internships, classes. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. The problem with our elevator pitch is that it's too long. So we have to tweak it and figure out a way. How do we tell people in a concise way who we are and what we do? Because we do so much.
We just need a slower elevator.
Yeah, exactly. and I will add, I think, really a valuable community resource.
Well, recording this event here today really, puts it down. I mean, this is what we're doing is capturing the sounds and the pictures, and this is not going to happen again.
Right. You have a 38-year history of LMC Media covering all the events in Larchmont and Mamaroneck. Right now we're undergoing an archiving project, so we're taking all that old footage, and we even have footage that was sent to us from years past. I mean, old films from the 40s and 30s, so it's a really cool process, and I think when we put that all together, it's an incredible way to tell the story of what happened here in our community and what happens on an ongoing basis.
And that's going to be available to anyone online.
Right. So we're going to make this available to everyone. We have right now. We used to be only available on the channels, on the cable channels, but now there's no reason to not watch LMC Media. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on. We have our website. Our programmer and cameraman today, Stefan Aloisi, does a wonderful job maintaining that. And we're always looking for suggestions, of how we can help the community and better serve our community. So if anyone has any questions or comments, feel free to drop us. Go on our website. Drop me an email, msullivan@lmcmedia.org, and we'd love to get in touch with everyone.
I think we should open the van and show people.
And we can show people, what we do in the van.
Okay.
A look behind the curtain.
There he is.
There he is, Mr. Rob Moretti, our varsity sports producer. Rob, you're much better at being on camera, so why don't you give us the play-by-play of what's going on with this van?
All right, so basically everything's going on right in this rolling rack right here. We have our multi-view for our video switcher. We have our audio mixer. We have a streamer right here that's putting us out live on our channels, as well as on Facebook and YouTube right now today. A whole lot of tech stuff. Digital audio converters, and if you're really into talking tech, shoot me an email and we can talk tech. I don't want to bore everybody with the minutia.
Rob, what is that monitor over on the right side showing you?
So this is just a PC workstation, and this is where I'm kind of operating all the back-end stuff. So graphics are coming through here. I operate the streams from here. I can monitor our streams from here. Website, anything I need, it's all here. I could also access a lot of the back-end settings in our video switcher to kind of tweak things as needed, both during setup and during a live broadcast.
Thank you, sir.
One other thing that I wanted to mention, if you don't mind me taking the mic, Mr. Mike. Rob, we're going to shut you in.
Bye.
And like that, he was gone. We love you, Rob. LMC's annual gala, we are honoring Sonny Goldberg, the one and only Sonny Goldberg, co-founder of LMC Media, on October 21st, 7:30 p.m. This is going to be a virtual gala. We have some really nice, a whole evening planned out. Many sponsors have been very generous and stepped up and are supporting local media. So if you believe in empowering your community and their voice through media, please consider joining us for our annual gala, October 21st at 7:30. Details at lmcmedia.org/gala 2021. I think I've said enough, right? Have I said enough, Mike?
I think you have too. And you flushed out our board member, Peggy Jackson, over there with a wave. We're here with the Larchmont Mayor. How are you today?
I'm very good, Mike. It's good to see you.
And I'm sure you're happy about the turnout today?
Yeah, it's a great crowd, and I'm so happy that we were able to do this event again. We had to cancel it last year due to COVID, so it's really nice to see the community out and about having fun together again.
Who's here besides, we've seen the police, here, LMC Media is here. We've
Right.
seen the police and we've seen the trucks, the DPW trucks.
We have all the DPW trucks and DPW workers are here. We have some of the Town of Mamaroneck trucks also. The fire department is here. A lot of the fire department personnel helped set up the event, and they're working. And the police department's here, and they have the PBA tent out, and they have they're talking to kids and handing out things. The fire department is running a smokehouse, so they have a little educational program outside under the tent for the kids about fire safety in the home, and then they can go into the firehouse. It's a firehouse, and it's like set up like a kitchen and a home, and you can experience what it would be like to have smoke in your home and practice what the firemen just told you about, like get low and all that good stuff that you need to learn.
Wow, I've never heard of that. That's new.
We've had it tucked away over there in the corner for a while, but it's a great thing. We borrow it from the city of New Rochelle, so everybody chips in to make Larchmont Day happen around here.
And of course the kids love the jumpy castle.
2 jumpy castles and the obstacle course. We have new this year the carnival tent. We have games in the park. We have music performed by local Larchmont musicians. We have a magic show. We have face painters. We have food trucks.
And the organizations like Sheldrake and Food Safe. What is it? Food recycling.
We have the food recycling. We have the environmental committee. We have Sheldrake Environmental Center here with some things that the kids can touch and learn about. We have other community groups like the Newcomers Club, the At Home on the Sound, the Women's Club. We have FASNY, the French American School of New York. We have Larchmont Avenue Church doing outreach here, and Cindy Habig's Pies, which are awesome. So
I passed by and I was told to come by on my way out and I'll get a pie.
Oh, that's good.
I have to buy it though.
Oh, you should, and they're delicious, delicious. So we have a lot of community groups here as well.
Well, I'm glad to see you finally today because you've been busy.
I've been busy since 9:30 this morning setting up the fair.
And I'm sure you'll be busy for the rest of the day. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Thanks so much, Mike. It's good to see you again. Thank you, LMC.
I'm here with Amy Schachtel, who's one of the original folks with LMC-TV. Now we're called LMC Media. How are you?
I'm just fine, Mike Witch. Great to see you. This is a perfect day. Wonderful, everything about it. I like the fun, the games, the people. Happens to be what I love about Larchmont. And
is that the only thing you like about Larchmont, is the fun and the games and the people?
You know, that puts a lot of things in perspective as to why I come here, why I stay here, and why it's a great place to be. It's the people, it's the attitude, it's everything that Larchmont is all about. We are a community, and I'm happy to be here.
Well, thank you, Amy. And on that note, I think we're going to say goodbye to our audience watching. It's been fun. We've taken a look at Larchmont Day here, a celebration of Larchmont's 130th birthday. So for Mike Witch, that's me, and for the rest of the LMC Media crew, have a nice day. We'll see you at the next event.
See you next year.